I habits like you. When it's crazy, this my number. Okay, we took the significant draws on liquidity. The supper, holy crap, it just doesn't wanna share with you, and like I don't know how should I fix that, because I tried literally everything already and kinda shit. We're bearish on each time frame, but we already took significant draws on liquidity to the downside on NQ. Oh, on yeah, on NQ, on ES we also did, but we have those lows here on ES again. Maybe we'll make some sort of retracement to the upside, maybe we'll rip to the upside, we'll see, guys. On hourly we are also bearish on NQ and ES. We're probably about to break them. No, we even broke the structure to the upside, so we're bullish on hourly on ES. That's good. Sign of retracement, but in general I could probably be more bearish than bullish, but again we'll have to see. Okay, liquidity here on ES, and we'll get some liquidity E as well. Let's go on the 15-minute. Okay, we took a lot highs on ES to the upside. Fuck, you unfortunately can't fucking see the screen, which is awful, but bro, this shit doesn't work. Oh, now it works. Wow. Okay, so now you can see the screen. If I see, yeah, you can see the screen now. Fortunately, so the stream could be called started. So we are having on the higher time frames, we are bearish on both indexes. On hourly we are bearish on NQ, but we are bullish already on ES. We broke the structure to the upside on hourly here, so now we are bullish. But I'd rather neglect the fact that we are bullish on the hourly on ES and think of us taking out those London session highs as probable S&T and probable shorts till London session lows on NQ, or even lower till those, like, till we grab all of the lows we have. But again, yeah, I would doubt it, to be honest. Maybe I'll just enter an NQ again till those London session lows, but it's a little bit early in the market, so I would have to be cautious, you know. Holy crap. Okay, let me go over here real quick on FTMO. I need to, on this application, I need to mark out the lows I am actually targeting, and on hourly they're looking like here, right? On NQ, yeah, on NQ they are kinda here. I'll just add additional shit in here. Okay, I'll show you what I'm targeting in a matter of seconds, but I'm just, willing to, at first I'm, willing to target the, wait, is it hourly? Okay, it's 1 minute. So, zoom out that shit. Yeah, I will target a bit more. bit more things on ES. So yeah, I'm zooming in again. Okay, guys. Wait a few seconds, bro. So now we're going definitely to the downside. I'm targeting. I just marked out that on ES I'm targeting all the way down there to those lows, and yeah, on NQ I'm only targeting those London session lows because it's kind of one grade through to like I don't want to target those because it's too far away. Yeah, we're about to break the structure in a 5 minute on both pairs, which will definitely feel this SMT, respect this SMT, and make me even think. We're not, by the way, we're not about to break the structure, but regardless, if we make no, I'd like to wait for some sort of retrace. I'm not really willing to enter too early since market open, and yeah, I guess it's kinda been
conditions
kind of being tricky. What about the news, by the way? Are we having any? Okay, not really something important. So yeah, we broke the structure in 1 minute on NQ. On ES we didn't. I would wait probably for some sort of retrace on the 5 minute up before generally taking out any sort of anything. No. My probably favorite index would be ES, regardless of it's been less low than NQ. I should have entered on the nearest breakout structure to the downside, because if I did enter like here, it would be like good Arare, and that would be a better trade, to be honest. But I know since my strategy works a little bit different, so I'd rather skip such a trade, La. How you can hear me? And can you even hear me? La. How you can hear me? Okay. Sounds like you can hear me pretty much enough on enough level. So yeah, on ES we're kind of looking like we're starting to make some sort of retrace. Technically we still haven't broken the structure to the downside on either of the indexes, but at the same time, like on 15 minute we are definitely looking bearish. So yeah, I would be fine with that. On the 5 minute again, we are about to retrace in that equilibrium right here. We just did, by the way. Here the equilibrium will be a bit higher, but we are also going towards that equilibrium point, and I would genuinely think that that would be a good short entry pretty much soon enough, but I can't neglect the fact that ES is pushing to the upside, and that's the reason why I still respect my I still think my strategy is good, because if I just enter off of that like SMT and break of structure, it could be fine, but I would probably be stopped out, which isn't really something I really admire. And I would like if yes, and NQ goes a little bit higher to close in this equilibrium. We didn't reach the 79% extension, it's directly here, so if we hit London session highs again, it will mean we got hit 79% extension on Fibonacci, and yeah, we are looking good. We're tracing to this equilibrium on NQ on ES, so yeah, we are as well doing the same thing. But to be honest, actually, if we end up breaking the structure to the downside on 1 minute, I'll probably be entering on that. But I would like this thing to happen after this 5-minute candlestick closes, because it's gonna happen in 30 seconds, and if we make a huge wick, it wouldn't be a really good thing in my opinion. And let me, yeah, I think he's kinda low, so I don't know, maybe I'll better take a trade on ES. Good RR is in here, but let me see the 5-minute first. Looking good, but don't know, maybe ES would be a better option in here. I would like to control both of indexes. They could pretty well just retrace back up. Yeah, and it's actually been doing that thing right now. So if we just retrace to the upside, that's good. То 5 неожиданных концов. Okay, and as I see, we've made a wick here, and NQ probably would want to go higher before retracing back down. That's good I didn't take this trade before it was too late, because now, yeah, I would be stopped out now. But fortunately I didn't take that, and yeah, that really was a good thing for me, because as you can see, like, I was thinking of placing my stop loss here, so as you can see, we're just pushing to the upside, which isn't really something I like to see in here, to be honest, because I was kind of bearish. But yeah, on hourly we barely have anything in here to the upside. We have those low resistance draws to the downside, but at the same time we took this cluster, and so we could go up. Yeah, so that could be wherever, I think, to be honest, and I would wait for the market to just act. But for now, I'll get rid of that equilibrium. I'm not really thinking. of that right now so much, because we didn't make this SMT made just relatively equal highs. If ES grabs those highs eventually, because they're not even relatively equal, they're that as equal. So if we grab those and ES making another bearish SMT in 2 minutes, and like NQ will close inside this, like ideally in the equilibrium range, then for sure I would like to take shorts. But again, for now, I don't know, to be honest, how to treat that thing. For real, I'll for sure not be entering any bearish. I won't take any shorts right now, since we are having those like absolutely cool highs on ES, and they'll definitely have to be taken out. So I won't be doing such thing. But maybe if we, I don't like that things those weeks aren't really satisfying to me. Nah, man, not really liking that. I know, boys. It's like we disrespected an SMT, so I could technically enter. But since again we are making those absolute equal highs, I'm really doubting of that thing being a good idea. And since this week as well, it's not looking good, so I don't feel don't feel confident about that setup. Now again, like, I see that we broke the structure. I could enter now bearish, but I'd rather even miss that than take a trade on that equal highs, which haven't been taken out. So not really a good idea by any chance. I don't really treat it as a good setup, because of those like absolutely cool highs. And 15 minutes is looking bullish at the moment. Here we also, oh no, okay, here we did disrespect. So here we are bearish on NQ on 15 minutes, but on ES we are bullish. And nah, I'd rather wait. I think market will give me more, and like will give me a better entry. If no, like, okay, I'll be fine if I just miss a trade, but I'd rather miss a trade than take a whole bunch of nothing, you know. I know I literally haven't been trading this week. I only took one trade on Monday. It was a losing trade, and it's not really satisfying as the beginning of the month, but better to leave it like that than entering on a whole bunch of nothing again. Okay, ES goes higher. We took those highs eventually, which is good. And Q is pushing higher as well, of course. I'm not really thinking of any bullish entry at the moment, bearish entry at the moment, because nah, oh, of course it's not even a bullish candle, so nah, it's really for me looking bullish. Even though we are like technically still respecting this equilibrium on NQ, but and we are bearish on the 15 minute, but nah, I would doubt that would be a good idea. What about hourly? Yeah, on hourly we are bearish on NQ, but look at ES, we're about to break. We'll definitely break the structure to the upside in 1 hour, and yeah, I'd rather be bullish now. And again, yeah, that's looking awesome, but I'm gonna wait in here and see and look how market acts. So I can't understand why is that moving so random. It's like a complete consolidation type of stuff. It's definitely not too good. And what about targets to the upside? I didn't like mark them out on ES. Okay, so ES is looking bullish. I was just sorry guys for being silent. I was just going in here on FTMO application and adjusting TPs and stuff. Okay, we're looking kinda bearish, but like on NQ, but would I really think of it like as bearish think? Not sure, to be honest, because again, look at ES. It's printing out too, like it's too bullish for me to enter any sort of shorts, because look, we can't even hit the equilibrium fully, and market is kinda doubting of which direction he wants to took. It wants to took, but I still think that it will choose a longs eventually, but it needs some time. Yeah, I know we have those low resistance liquidity to the downside, but again, guys, let's be honest here. We on NQ, where we are having those relatively equal lows, we already grabbed all the cluster of the liquidity we could potentially to the downside, so we're having pretty much nothing to take out again, and we've been pretty down to bearish for a long period of time, so I'd rather assume we'll go higher for a bit. So to be honest, it's looking like longs for me. Again, I can't be absolutely sure about that, but again, even if we like go down right now, more it's looking like just a retracement and any sort of, wherever we could think of. On ES though, we were like, if we place 10 lots and take longs, we'll take like, it's not too far away, on ES. I mean, though the first loss at least, first highs, I'm sorry, at least they're not that far away, so we could target those, I think. Yeah, NQ is much closer, but again, we don't have to grab those, you know. I think I'm going to enter in here on NQ. I'll take the magnet and like make it here, I think. Yeah, like this, it's looking here. Actually it's like here. Let's assume my take profit will be like, stop loss will be like here. And but I didn't yet like set it, so it will be this point. Okay, how much am I risking on that? Like $90 risk. There's a possibility of winning 100. Not a lot, but it's kind of short trade, so I mean short move, so wouldn't be able to make more on that, I think. But I think that's fine, because now it's obvious for me that we are going to grab those lows, and after that I'll probably catch longs on ES, because it's pretty much possible that we'll take those London session lows, make a bullish SMT, at the same time make some sort of retracement obviously on ES, and after that reverse back up, and I'll make like a long entry on here to grab all those highs up there. Well, that's what I see as a possible thing happening here. Just this trade wasn't really like, it was good RR, it was fine at least, but win is actually not a lot. But again, I catched a small move. I shouldn't have, like, I mean, I didn't have to, but yeah, since I took it, that's fine, I could think. 114.5 dollars I made on that win. It was this deep break. Equilibrium break of structure was a win, and it was 14.5, and I made I was risking like 0.9 on that. I'll document the rest a bit later, and I want to follow the market, so we aren't looking bad in here on MQ. Yeah, I know we technically didn't break the structure to the upside. I mean, yeah, but I'm kinda still not thinking that we'll go too much lower than this point, because again there is pretty much nothing to target. And sometimes things are happening, so they could have like wherever thing could happen in here. But let's be honest, ES is too bullish, NQ is bearish, yeah, but let's be honest, we took everything liquidity we could, so yeah, we could just make some sort of retracement right now, especially on 15 minutes. It's looking like a retracement on the 50 and on by the way, did we just, yeah, okay, we broke the structure to the upside on NQ, oh, I'm sorry, on ES, so we are bullish and making retracement right now. Why wouldn't I like target some longs on that? For me it's looking fire, especially since we have those that like bullish SMT. It's genuine, it's actually looking good in my own opinion, at least. And yeah, no, not looking too bad. So ES, I'll take like 10 lots. I usually do at least. Take profit will be like bum 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 bum. Maybe. Це правильний вибір. Okay, so the trade is a little bit. Yeah. Спасибо. A little bit far away from take profit and. Okay, so what are we having in here? Technically, like, start into reverse. This equilibrium looks fine, but something's off right here. Хорошо. Since we are... Я не знаю. Да, хто-то дивиться. So...
Что нахуй? А скільки людей?
Один. Since we are respecting this equilibrium and starting to go higher, maybe enter longs on that.
Вийду з твого стріма, не буду тебе позорити.
We're not looking bad on that. Maybe I'll even enter. It's not looking bad. I would like to take longs here. Well, because like longs here are looking solid, but maybe before taking those, I'd rather wait a little bit before we actually reap to the upside. Cause you know, if I enter like that, that will be. It would be still a good RR, but nah, it's so far, so that's not necessary. Should actually like not necessarily. I'll my TP will be hit on ES, and I don't wanna risk on that, because that's a huge move, and I'll definitely risk a lot on it. So yeah. I'd rather maybe wait for some sort of 5-minute break of structure to the upside, then retracement, and then enter, because you know that's a really far move up, and since we are on like actually bearish on NQ on hourly, and I would probably wait a little bit, because you know shit happens. And yeah, but I like how it looks. So longs are actually kind of possible in here, you know. It's not too late on the market, so oh, by the way, I forgot to show you that I actually took this trade. As you can see, I'm still down on the month, like $50. Not too much, but again, I guess a small move, so it was obvious, but it's only monthly states. If to calculate the whole thing, I'm a little bit in profit, so 10,200. Not a lot, obviously, but not horrible, you know. The thing I like is that we're making some sort of retracement, making low resistance, low resistance draws and liquidities upside, and we could actually consider longs on that. But you know, I would like wait. I would rather wait a little bit, at least like until that, until NQ actually pushes past those fair value gap and breaks the structure to the upside. Then I'll be waiting for a retracement back down and then for a reversal back up and taking longs, because you know, it's actually worth it if I do, in my opinion at least. Because by the way, it was also obvious that we will take those lows because of that SMT. Now it's no longer validate because we already took the lows. Yeah, so I'd be bullish as hell on that, but I would probably wait a little bit before actually make a move. That's only my opinion. Maybe you would do otherwise, but in my opinion, it's a good decision. You know.
Кирилл, я хочу быть профитным, научи меня трейдить срочно.
Хорошо.
Я бы все отдал за это слово в паспорте.
Какое?
Донецк. Да, он где место рождения.
Приятного аппетита.
Спасибо. Не выходит из того стрима, чи ні?
Так как хочешь.
Воно що-то буде, якщо тобі хороше, якщо я не оголошуюсь?
Я не знаю, вроде нет.
Там за YouTube бачить, чи тебе хтось дивиться?
По YouTube вообще похуй,
А,
короче.
я понял.
Я скоро начну видео записывать, просто у меня сейчас сессия, мне нет времени на монтаж особо, поэтому я пока стримы веду, чтобы не тратить много времени. Но я как сессию закрою, со следующей недели уже начну видосы опять делать, как раньше. Ну, потому что, знаешь, 3 просмотра лучше, чем 1.
У мене челлендж. Челлендж.
Какой это челлендж?
До конца недели без сигарет.
Это же невозможно.
Ну, придется, мне деньги кончились.
Ага.
Конечно, не, вообще я шучу, деньги есть.
Купишь кебаб? Купишь кебаб?
Просто я был 30 зетов за пачку сигарет.
В моем кармане?
Что?
В моем кармане?
Конечно. Почему я так хочу умереть?
Я не хочу. Ну треба такого.
Нет, это же...
Я понял, не знаю, просто угораю. Я возьму телефон, позвоню обезьяне. Мама, почему я ебу Кобякова?
Угу.
Ты хочешь с Кобяковым переспать?
Пошел нахуй.
Okay, well, not looking bad on that, but again, it's 10-17, so a bit too late on the market. Not too late still, but if market doesn't do anything in the nearest time soon, then I'll be like doubting any. I'll be doubting that I ever take a trade today, because you know, on NQ we're technically still bearish on the 15-minute, obviously on hourly as well, and yeah, there is nothing making NQ actually willing to go down. In my opinion, there is fucking no liquidity to the downside, but and ES, which has liquidity, is bullish as fuck. So for me, I would be bullish as fuck as well as ES, but I'd have to wait, because like market sometimes can do an absolute fucking shit, so I'd rather wait. And let me come off for a second. I'll be back, guys. I need to go pee. Okay, so the good thing that now we're making a retracement to the downside is a good thing for me on. Yeah, it's actually looking good on the 5 minute, though we are making a good retracement. We'll probably do. Think I don't like it that we haven't broken the structure yet on 5 minute to the upside on ES. So technically we are kinda like still bearish, you know. No, we're not like bearish, but yeah, we're not bearish because here we technically didn't break the structure. You know, we just like there was no gap in here, so technically we are still bullish, but you know, I would doubt that that is a solid setup. But again, yeah, MQ actually did a good break of structure, a solid break of structure to the upside, so I would consider that as like enough for today. But maybe I would like, let me by the way target that. Maybe I will make some sort of, I will target maybe this London session high on NQ, because those are looking like a probable target if NQ overwhelms ES and starts to go lower than ES to the upside, go higher than ES to the upside, then and go faster, then yeah, I will take a trade on NQ, but most likely I prefer ES, to be honest. Yeah, for now I'll have to just wait, you know. No, it wasn't a proper retrace, so I'd wait more. I would wait longer, you know. Unless we make a solid break of structure to the upside, I mean like above those highs. Maybe in that case I will take longs right now, but it's kind of looking like it's going to happen, to be honest. 10 lots again. Pum, 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 pum. Looking like a solid thing, to be honest, but we haven't broken the structure again to the upside just yet, so again I would wait. But I'm prepared to take this trade, because probably I will, because it's looking not bad. Again, on the 5 minute though, we could like seem like we are going to go lower before going to the upside first, but again, the thing is, like, Anki is still in some sort of retracement to the up. It could go lower, I mean, NQ. So that's why I'm holding on before actually make a move. But we aren't looking bad, to be honest, we aren't looking bad, so. We aren't looking bad, and we broke the structure, so technically I have to take this right now. Yeah, I'm not risking too much on that, I'll just take it. So if I even lose this trade, I'll stay up on the day, so I think that wasn't bad. Oh fuck, the field wasn't good either. That's a bad thing. I pressed not too late on the market, but since we're still having some sort of delay, you know, it's a little bit a bad entry, but it is what it is. It's looking here, I guess. I can't like fully stay. I can't stay fully sure about that, but my stop loss is here. and my take profit is here. So it's like 1 to 3 RR trade. Again, no SMT to the downside. So yeah, we're kind of fine on that. Let me see how much exactly do I risk on that. $81, let's round it till $90, and there's a possibility to win $225. Let me notate this trade as well. Now this trade was taken on yes. It was a bullish trade and liquidity. There was an SMT. There was a hit of equilibrium, but I wouldn't count it, to be honest. So technically there was no like proper retrace, how I could call it. So I wouldn't count equilibrium in here, to be honest. So I'll just sign break of structure, and yeah, I think we're here. And 0.9% risk percentage, that's the same risks, but the move is higher, so I could win more on that. And I placed like 10 lots on that. So yeah, let me check if the stop loss and everything is correct. Yeah, it's looking like it's correct, so I'll probably just leave it there like this and let it run, you know. Again, I absolutely understand that theoretically we could like not go higher in here, but well, like there is nothing making a market going down right now, in my only my opinion, because I don't know all the news and stuff. There are multiple things that could go wrong, but according to market like technical analysis, it definitely has to go higher. Again, in my opinion, so in my opinion, it was clean as fuck. So we will see how this plays out. Yeah, we're looking like a bit of a retracement. Maybe we'll make a deep retracement, because we just broke the structure like fully on ES on 5 minutes. So we could probably make some sort of retracement first to the upside and then to the downside. I'm sorry, and then reverse back. So I'm not like feeling. And again, I'm barely risking anything. So the first trade, yeah, I followed the strategy. I did not make mistake. Maybe I could call it like a late entry, because here again, like I could have entered here according to my, you know, initial kind of bias, but no, I think that's fine. So I'd consider that as fine. There's no mistakes. No, not at all. Emotional influence. Trade was a bit risky. No, trade was, how could I like, not an ideal setup, but but liquidity was obvious and RR was good. So I think that was a good trade. What about this one? Well, wasn't a proper retrace, so yes, but there wasn't proper retrace, to be honest. So we've had the thing why I still entered, because of the SMT we did create actually, and we've made some sort of retracement before going up. So technically it's a good trade, but I have to consider that there was no equilibrium or something, like no proper retrace, you know. That was a retrace, but not proper one, so I have to be telling this onto my journal, so I could like count it as enter with no continuation. But again, I want since okay, I think I will, but again, since we are making this SMT, which actually serves as a stretchener of my bias, so it has to be absolutely fine in my opinion. And yeah, that's it. So not really an emotional trade. Next time, probably better to no better to for a proper retrace. But since we had SMT, overall bias is bullish as hell, so fuck, so I think that trade wasn't bad, and I also respected my RR rules. It is fine. So yeah, in here we are retracing back down. Obviously, as I thought, we could like retrace back down before going higher. The thing I don't like a little bit that we are actually like dumping to the downside right now. It's looking a little bit, you know, spooky. But again, that's fine, because yeah, we're not kind of making a retracement right now. But again, according to my strategy, even if it will make a retracement right now, this is equilibrium. So if it pushes below my stop loss, like my initial idea will be will not be valid anymore regardless. So I think that still was a good trade, even though I didn't wait for a retracement. And yeah, you know, kind of fine thing. Now let's go in a 1 minute. Going lower in here, but again, that's fine. I still think that's fine. By the way, yeah, here you can see that position is actually running and stuff, so I'm not lying if you thought so. Both indexes are going to the downside right now.
Что ты?
Ты купил мне кебаб? Сколько ты в день энергетиков пьешь? It's not looking too good because I want both pairs to close inside equilibrium before going up, so I would not like this retracement back up, to be honest. But let's wait. So By the way, my entry is actually like here. Yeah, like here. So I could orient on that, you know. Now we'll probably go lower. We didn't reach this fair value gap. If we break this, well, it will be good for me, but kind of strange for the market, as I think, and yeah. Kebab? Що це?
Це другий документ, який тобі треба буде заповнити в кінці практики.
Пиздец. Єбать. Ти в мені закинув. Kebab? Disrespected this fair value gap on ES, so technically, yeah, that's what I was afraid of, to be honest. It was kind of predictable since we didn't hit this equilibrium, and not still completely fine, but a little bit not what I wanted. And if we, by the way, break this fair value gap, it will be a really bad thing for me. Okay, we just like hit the equilibrium, so I'll just get rid of it, so I don't see a point of it. Maybe I'll leave it on. Okay, I'll maybe leave it just for it. Later on taking a screenshots, you know. Да не, энерготик. Ты будешь холодную есть?
Ну да, я не хочу так. Не жестко.
Да, один глоток такой. Ну и да, один укус холодный. Yeah, weren't looking too good. For sure. We could go like in any direction right now. Just we have to go higher, but since it is like market price action, we could go in a random side sometimes. There's no reason, especially since right now it's later than 10:30, so I wouldn't be really surprised if we go lower. That's why I calculated my risks correctly, and that's why I'm not afraid of losing that trade, because I simply don't care since my risks are calculated. Boom. So we haven't reached that for value gap. Did disrespect it on ES, so technically it's not good, but again, since we are respecting this equilibrium, it's not looking too bad, you know. Know what I mean? And if we reverse back up, it'll be great, but if no, well then shit happens. So what should I say in here? That can happen, so I understand that, and blah 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 blah. We pushed a bit higher on ES and NQ, which isn't bad. We even broke the structure to the upside on ES, so technically I should have been entering here right now if I, for example, didn't enter earlier, but yeah, not looking bad. But maybe I don't like make you guys waiting for too long. So maybe I'll just let this shit run, because I understand it will take an eternity for that thing to get hit, either offside, and most likely it won't just stop me out in the nearest like 10 minutes. So I'll probably just end the stream right now and update the name of the video when if it's either stopping me out or taking profits. You'll just see it as a summary of the win, because I won $114.5 in the first trade. If there'll be less amount in the name of the video, then means I lost this trade, or I won this trade if it would be a greater amount. So I'll see you guys tomorrow on Friday, because we'll have a new trading day, obviously. And I don't know if I trade that, because non-farm pay like employment change, yeah, and unemployment rate, yo, that could be fire. But I think that I will trade this, but with cautious, you know. So we'll see you guys on tomorrow.